The first concept from last week that I found to be most important was leading group discussions. The first tip brought up was initiating discussions. Here, you want to make sure to reduce tension and give a purpose to the group. It's important to set roles and procedures to follow and make sure that everyone understands what they will be responsible throughout the course or the project. The second was structuring discussions. It's important to be goal-oriented and to summarize anything that might be unclear for the project. The third was to equalize opportunity to participate. You want to make sure to address comments to the group as a whole as to not single anyone out. You want everyone to feel free to participate and be comfortable. You want to encourage shy members to speak out as well. The next one was to stimulate creative thinking. It's important to suggest discussion topics and watch for new suggestions. Another tip was to stimulate critical thinking. You want to encourage evaluation of information and make sure that everyone understands what's being discussed. It's also important to sometimes play devil's advocate. You don't want to just always go along with the flow and agree with everyone else. Sometimes you want to throw a curveball out there and see how everyone reacts. That's how the best ideas are sometimes thought up. The last tip was to foster meeting-to-meeting improvements. You don't want to just go on to the next meeting and just let the same mistakes happen. You want to make sure to review your notes, take detailed notes for each meeting, and make sure you establish specific improvements that need to be met. I think that the most important tip here was initiation of discussion. It's important to reduce tension from the beginning and make sure that everyone feels comfortable. That's something that I've really liked about our group, is that everyone has seemed to be pretty comfortable from the get-go. It took a little bit to get started, make sure that everyone participates, but now I feel like everyone voices their opinions when it's needed. The next concept that I thought was pretty important last week was establishing the climate of trust and how it assists the team. Basically, this creates a sense of openness within the group. It makes sure that group members feel free to ask questions and that they're comfortable voicing their opinions. Also, it improves overall morale, productivity, and it encourages team members to come up with new and interesting ideas. If there wasn't trust, more group members wouldn't feel free to voice their opinions and make sure that they are heard. That's one thing about our group that's been great, is that we've trusted each other from the beginning. Sometimes that's not always easy. You go into something unsure and you don't really know everyone. That wasn't the case with this group. But if it was the case, you just need to, start out by gaining that trust and making sure everyone gets to know each other, and like I said before, setting those roles and identifying who's responsible for what. So overall, this class has taught me a lot, and I've really enjoyed working with my group, and I can't wait to see how our final project plays out.